Hello and welcome back again to the Cannon&Crowd podcast. And as we promised in our last video, we told you there will be some quote unquote bonus episodes. Welcome to the first of its kind, Checkpoint Arsenal with Yunus, an Arsenal fan, Naya City, an Arsenal fan, and KY, an Arsenal fan.
Fix this attitude. What do you mean KY? What is KY? Like
We're used to you now. We're used to you now.
it's all good. It's all good.
It's called the Cold C finish. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about Arsenal's season so far and how, well, our perspective of how we see the season so far. Before we get into it, let's just try to get a perspective of, first of all, I want to jump right into like the transfer window. I want everybody to go around the table and just give us what your transfer window rating was for this summer transfer window just passed and why you would say that.
Oh, okay. Who's going first then? What's the order?
You can go first. You can go first. You can go
Yeah,
first.
I should go first. Me.
Guess always go first. KY will go last, so guess always
All
go
right,
first.
cool.
Yeah.
Transfer window this season. I mean, it was proper. I think we actually dealt with every area that we needed to. I mean, although I would say the order at which we started wasn't the best, because of the whole I think we got. I don't know how we bought. I remember who was the first person. Sorry, if you don't mind, if you could remind me. I remember
So I think I know what you're talking
It
about.
was Kepa first.
It was
who?
Kepa
Sorry, yeah,
Kepa.
sorry, yeah. We got
First.
Kepa
Kepa,
first,
Then Noga.
then Noga, then I
Yeah,
think
it
the
didn't
whole
start well at all.
the
Then
whole
we got
frantic
linked to
one.
Madueke, so that was
The
funny.
one
That was
here,
funny.
that's what. So that us getting linked to Noni, and
Yeah.
then we then went ahead to sign Gyök. Was it Gyök next?
That was
Yes.
Oh,
No,
So
Zubimendi was
Zubimendi-
first actually.
Zubimendi.
Zuma
Yeah,
was
my
first one
bad.
because it was like
He was already
way-
done. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah. So we getting Noni Madueke, getting to be Norgard. That was proper. I think and then we got Gyök and then Eze. So how that for me as an Arsenal fan, I would say the first couple months I was actually frantic because I was like, what are we doing?
Imagine.
I remember calling. I was
Frantic is
I remember-
being nice. Frantic is being very nice about how he's Frantic
I was
is being nice.
I would say I was losing my shit because I was
He
I was
will
really-
leave it. He
I
will
was losing my
leave
shit. I was
it.
losing my shit. And I'm not I won't be proud to say, but I was one of those people. I'm not gonna say I'm one of those people who actually did that petition for no to Noni. That's how crazy it was for me. At that. And I'm saying that now because I'm not really proud about it, but it was. Yeah, I would say how re-signing Gyök that really set the tone for me personally because that was the signing that I was going for, and I really wanted us to get that under the table, under the bus. I know many fans were trying to there's several people who wanted the other player coming from
The other
Leipzig. I'm not gonna mention his name, but yeah, we all know who he
The
is.
other player is crazy.
Yeah, but I'm really glad we got Gyök. Although I would say how he is. I'm not really going to maybe talk about that much later. But if you ask me about the transfer as a whole, I think if I was to rate it, maybe an 8 of a 10. That's how personally for me, it was a proper transfer for me. I think we all, and I think many of us here would actually agree that Arsenal. This is the first time since we've been supporting the club that we've actually taking the bull by the horn, and that's how I put it. Yeah.
Okay, can you guys go next? Yunus, what's your own take on transfer window?
Yeah, I wasn't really concerned too much because, irrespective of the player we signed, last 3 seasons have shown that we are ready to compete.
Yeah, but I think this season is less about competing and more winning.
Winning,
Yeah. Definitely. If you're competing, you're actually competing to win, not just for the top 4 Champions League spot.
Okay.
So we are lucky a couple of times, to be fair. Injury left and right. last season, even for the injury crisis, we would have probably. So yeah, we are lucky. And
So you know why KY and I are laughing? It's because KY knows how I feel about hearing. Like, so okay, let's just keep going, keep
yeah,
going.
we just
That's
have
it.
to break down. If you remember the season when Leicester won the Premier League, literally all the important players were just throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
That's sometimes you need just that luck and to keep all your players fit. So we've been unlucky in that sense. But
Okay.
in terms of having options, if you get injured, there's a replacement for you, which
Mm.
actually it edges other teams in terms of the options available to cover. Uh,
Okay.
we did really well, to be fair. And I think we might be up to something.
Okay, okay. I like the positive. I like the positives. It's good to see. It's good to see. I think everybody in this panel is actually going to be positive, anyways, because of the state of Arsenal as it is right now.
At the moment. I really wish we did. I
No,
really
no,
wish
Yeah,
that's
we did
yeah,
this last
yeah,
window. I really wish we did this last window. It'll have been very different. But yeah,
yeah.
right
yeah,
now everybody's going to be positive.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay, what's your take? What's your take?
Yeah, I
What's your?
think we
Oh, Jonas,
asked.
you never gave us a rating. What's your rating?
I would say 8.5. Okay.
8.5. All right. What's your rating, KY? 10
I
over
think
10.
for me, yes, it's a 10 if you ask me. The only
That's
reason
nice. Yeah, we'll
that,
go. Cool.
see, you literally said this is the best transfer window ever
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
Arsenal
that'll
fan.
be fine. Yeah,
Like nothing, like everything we asked for was
we got
done.
it. Mm-hmm.
You know, there was a point where in this window, I'd have given it a 10, even if we didn't sign a Capi. Because at the beginning, I told Iliri that I wanted us to sign a left back because I didn't see Lewis Kelly as the second
Mm-hmm.
left back for long. But
Mm-hmm.
then when everybody laid out the transfer targets, nobody really called out on the left back except Kivio was going. So like I made
Mm-hmm.
give up on it. Then when we did, it's like I don't know if you can add extra marks on top of 10 out of 10. That would have been because Ikape for me was I wanted us on a left back since. So them adding Ikape to that, there wasn't just any left back, it was Ikape. So for me, it was 10 out of 10, complete 10 out of 10. The entire window was good. I mean, like the only reason why anybody would probably raise an eyebrow was maybe if we've gotten like extra money from some of the players that we let
That
go.
we sold. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Maybe that's the only thing. But I mean, to be honest, we've not really been a good selling club, and that would reach
Yeah.
one window. So like, there's
Yeah.
literally no reason for me to not give them 10 out of 10. Like
All
I
right,
have
cool.
no reasons whatsoever to not give them 10 out of 10. Like there's nothing I can say they should do better. That is
Mm.
currently in their hands for them to do better. So
Okay.
like
Okay.
10 out of 10 for me.
So for me, I agree with most of the points, especially the points that Naya made, because how I see it is the way the season the window unfolded, it didn't unfold the way quote unquote Arsenal fans would have loved it to
Mm-hmm.
unfold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in the end, I think they did the right amount of business that they needed to do. So I would say for me it's a 9. I think before signing Izzy,
Yeah.
note I have an easy bias.
Agenda.
Like no, I
Oh, okay.
like
Okay.
easy.
Cool. Cool.
That's the
Cool.
thing. I
Cool.
really really like easy. So
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
before this window started, the first thing I said was a striker and easy. I didn't even really like over double on it was easy. I just kept on saying
Mm-hmm.
easy. It was a name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
I
moment they
know.
signed easy, I think that pushed it to eight, and then Nkapi made it like a 9. So I don't say a 9 actually. It was all in all, I think Arteta has been given the tools he needs to get the results
Mm-hmm.
that he wants and the results I want for the club as well. So yeah, 9 over 10. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's actually get into what the season so far is about. Before we get into it, I just need like maybe two liners or one liners about like your headline for the season. What's your summary for the season so far? Like what has it been? We'll start the same cycle. Just start with Naya, then
Same
Eunice, then
cycle. What has the
KY. Yeah.
season been?
hmm
How's the season been? I think the season has been good so far.
hmm
To be fair, if you ask me, I think the season has been good. Um,
If I asked you that after the Liverpool match, what would you have said?
I was losing my head, and I wasn't losing. The thing about me, I think, Corey knows me. We've been Arsenal fans since the very beginning of
Yep,
time.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
Like
yep.
me and Corey, we go way back. Like, and
yeah.
we've been Arsenal fans since the beginning of time. And why I say that, like, after Liverpool game, like, if you like, the whole problem for me going into that Liverpool game wasn't the team. He was the manager. And why I
Mm.
say that is because of, how the manager is, and just he has this pragmatic approach. I think that's how I put it.
Hmm.
He's too cautious sometimes, he doesn't
We
put,
have a, we have a term for it on the podcast. It's called it's risk adverse.
yeah, I think maybe,
Risk
yeah,
adverse.
that's how. So, and me going into that Liverpool game, that was the problem, and I don't know, we always have this space, there's this Arsenal community that, I keep my guys on Twitter, and the funny thing is that before that game, me and a couple guys, we said the only thing that will make us get 3 points is the manager. If he goes up with that pragmatic approach, we start in Mikel Merino, Zubi, and Rice. I didn't see us winning that game, and that's exactly what he did, and that's
You
what
did,
happened. And
yeah.
sadly, we lost the game. So, but going to that Liverpool game, that was the only downside for me. I think we still played well, to be fair. And he's not a coach that has. I wouldn't say. I think sometimes Arteta is too. What's the word? He he. I would
He's
say
scared. Is he scared?
no. He doesn't react on time. He's
Mm.
like reactive. He waits for something to happen, and then, like I said, like that Liverpool game was an example. The good thing about the Man City game was he actually reacted on time in that game. If you guys notice,
Yeah.
after the first half, second half,
Second
immediately
half,
brought his subs on.
yeah.
I don't think there's ever been an Arsenal game that he's done that. I don't know. I might be
He's
wrong,
done that a couple of
but
times. He's gone back a couple of times, bro.
yeah, maybe, but we can count. We can count over
Yeah,
off
exactly.
top of our hands. Oh, this one game,
Yeah.
first half gone, second half. He's bringing up subs. He hardly does it. So, I think that's the only positive I take out of that. But, like he's asked me generally, if asked me about the start of the season, it's been good. We've had I think I would say a really tough start. Take away the Forest game, and what's the other game we played? Um, what's
The
what's
Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds. Take away those two games, which were easy
Mm.
wins for me, to be fair. But starting the season away
Old
to
Trafford,
to
United.
going away to Old Trafford,
Yeah.
going to Man City, playing Man City at home, and going away to Anfield. I think it's been a tough season, but I think we've been good, and to be sitting at the top of the table. I mean, now it's just it's only a point. It's really good. I think, yeah, we
Do
have
you
all
think?
the tools and capabilities, to actually take on this season head on. Like, I think, I don't know. Like, I'll still say it's down on the manager, but I
Yeah.
see us winning. I see us being able to win all our games if if the players have their heads on the top of the shoulders.
Do you have any? Okay, I think I already know what your frustration with the only frustration you have with this season is the manager being a bit
Yeah,
on
too
the cautious
cautious.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah. But other than that, you're good, yeah.
yeah,
Arsenal
I'm
fans are
good.
eating well, anyways. We're eating well.
Yeah, I think,
We're
yeah,
eating
we're
well.
eating well. I'm not one of those fans who is being too
Negative.
gonna give, yeah, being negative at the moment. Although some people are still being
There will
there's
always
still
be those guys. There will always
yeah,
be
there
those
always
guys.
be people who have their agendas against certain players, like
Yeah.
like our striker, who I still feel I don't have anything against him. I still feel he needs time,
We'll talk
but
on it. We'll talk on it.
probably we'll
We'll
talk about
talk
that
on it.
much later. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We'll talk on it.
yeah, that's about it for me.
How you feeling about the season? What's frustrating you? What's making you happy? What needs to change?
I feel like it's still the same. Yeah, in terms of results, because if you look at it, the same team actually had the result against last season, haven't this season.
Hmm.
Liverpool away, we had a point, and City at home, we had 3 points. But this season, we've lost. Uh,
We made up. Would you say we made
Yeah,
up
but
for it though? We made up
yeah,
for it by beating
but,
Newcastle and
and West Ham.
I
West
think
Ham.
the reason is because um, based on the transfer window, the market, based on what we've done,
Mm,
better than last season. That's what,
mm,
right?
Hmm.
So it's expected that, okay, if you actually want to challenge and want to this season, the likes of Newcastle, home and We should be able to put 6 points. You get so that's my own concern. Like, no, we still not there. We still lingering. Like, there's just something holding us. I don't know what it is exactly.
That's
And
the manager now.
I, I, I watched the game. I really watched the game again
Yeah.
because we played very well. I'll just say at that point, the front three haven't really connected very well with the striker.
Hmm.
So that was the issue that day. In terms of from the midfield to the back, so it wasn't really the manager. But people keep saying, "Oh, handbrake or something." No, 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 no. If you watch the game, we play well better than Liverpool. We were just lucky, and sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm still hoping that luck will come to us this season. I'm still very hoping that it will
Yeah.
come.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I see where you're coming from by saying, oh yeah, but especially for the fact that it's the people in around us that we were unable to beat, like the Liverpools and the Man City, people that we are sure will probably be in the title race with us next
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the by May, come May, they'll
By the
probably be
end
in the
of the
title
year.
race. Yeah, exactly. So it's a drawback, but I feel like we've also had the chance to go to places that we don't actually normally win. St. James's Park is one of those places, and yes, we've won there in recent time, but it's we all know what kind of games you get when we get to St. James's Park. So yeah,
It, it's, to play. It's only stuff for us.
exactly, and we got the point. We got the point. 3 points.
So the 3 games that's always a worry, we won just one. So I'm still a bit worried, but I'm expecting something better
Hmm.
at this international break. Literally, the games against the middle team like West Ham, uh, team, West Ham, Fulham, they're very essential. As long as we win this game, our chances.
Okay, okay.
Because people keep saying maybe can I believe no, Man City has been crazy this season. People are not actually know. They're winning 1-0, win
Yeah,
2.
yeah, yeah. That's
They
that's
are the things you watch to be look for as well. So it's not just it's going to be a very tough season. So you guys should be ready for it, right? It's going to be a long one, but I think I'm expecting we have everything it takes.
yeah.
Of which we have likes of I have still
Yeah. Gabriel Jesus, who I'm, excited to have back out at the point.
oh my god. So finger crossed.
Yeah. So I would say, your frustration is that we have not been able to win the games that we basically did not win last season, citing majorly the Liverpool and the Man City.
Win. Last
Yeah.
season, you might were 4 points last 2 seasons. But this
Yeah.
season, obviously, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
Liverpool, it can be 4 points. So, but for Man City, yeah, it could still be 4 points. If you win them away, which is
Yeah.
we haven't won it here in a very long time.
Mm. Okay.
Okay,
But
Okay. That's
Joe,
good.
I just want to say something regarding his point. So um, we lost to Liverpool this season. Last season, we actually drew there.
yeah,
We drew them twice, so we could still, if we beat Liverpool at Emirates, we could still get 3 points, and that's better than we did last season. So you get it?
Mm.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. KY.
For me, I think the season so far has been brilliant.
Brilliant.
It's been brilliant. I mean, what like I feel like it's been brilliant. Yes, the Liverpool game was probably the one where everybody has one issue or the other with,
Mm.
and I did not have an issue with that game. I did not have an issue with that game. I watched the game over, and I watched it again. I had no
Even
issue whatsoever with that game. The
even with the
result
lineup.
I had an issue with just because we did not win. You don't want to lose any game at the end of the day. But then,
Mm.
like there are some games that just happen. Like after that game, there was a stat I read. I think in the last 15 seasons, the winner has only beaten the second away, just twice in 15 seasons.
It was us
Like
that beat
the
Abi.
winner of the league has
It
only
was it
beaten.
was us, Abi.
What do you
Well,
mean?
that's now.
It was Arsenal, Man City, Arsenal. It was Man City, Arsenal. So,
Keep going.
that doesn't affect anything in my own opinion. And
Yeah.
the other games, like the City game, if we want to look back at it and say yes, last season we beat them, and this season we did not beat them. The City we played last season, not the City we played this season.
It's not.
Nobody in their wild imaginations imagined that City will come and play five at the back. Like nobody would have woken up that morning to think that City will go to the Emirates to park the bus. Like there's nobody that is preparing for that. And every manager would want to prepare for a Man City that wants to show that they can do something. Hence the lineup. I did not like it, given the fact that we had options on the bench that could have done something. But I also understood why I went with that lineup. Like nobody's going to think Pep is going to come out and be all and be as defensive as he was. And that happened. They got a goal and they became even worse. Pep was literally lining with 5-4-1 at a point. He only had one runner. He didn't have a typical striker, and that runner becomes a 5-5 eventually. They were not doing anything. So eventually the team got a point. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we would have predicted. But I feel like it was testament to the team's grit to get something out of a game that looked like they were not going to get anything out of. And the same thing transferred into the Newcastle game. I think last year we don't win that game. We don't even draw that game last year. And we've gone ahead to win the same game at St. James Park. Like, we didn't even score against them over like 3 games last season.
Yeah, we didn't score against them once.
Exactly. So like that. Those are the testaments to like the grit that is being grown into this team, game after game. Like we pointed out, if you look at the Liverpool game, from Liverpool game, not even Liverpool game, the City game, we're 5 points adrift. Now at top of the table. Like the flip between that time and now just shows you how much, like sometimes you just have to keep.
Although it's just the beginning of season, so that's normal. That's
No,
new
Yeah,
stuff. It's
yeah.
normal.
I'm pointing that I'm not pointing that Arsenal is at the top or anything. I'm telling you about how inconsistent the beginning of season can
The
be.
league is, yeah,
It
yeah,
can be.
cool.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. So like, in my opinion, I've spoken to everybody I can speak to, and to point out to Eunice's frustration. There's something I've been telling Iliri for like 2-3 years. For you to win trophies, for you to win the league, things have to go your way. Like there's no how you want to put it. Things have to go your way, but eventually you have to buy your own luck. You have to be there to really take
Create
your
your luck.
opportunities.
So
But
sorry,
at
I
the
just wanna say something, Connie, not to cut you short.
Yeah.
Do you think things have gone our way this season?
No, he doesn't think so.
not enough. Things are starting to go our way, yes. Because last season Liverpool would not have lost those 2 games. They would have found a way to win those games, irrespective of whatever.
Or
But
they
yeah,
have gotten a point at least.
No, I don't mean externally. I mean
internally, no, I
within
don't
the
think things are
club,
going our
within
way. I don't think
exactly.
things are going our
Because of
way. I don't
injuries.
think things are going
Yeah.
our way. We are forcing our way
Yeah.
through things
Yeah.
right now because like we've equipped ourselves to well, right? So it's easy for us to like withstand the craziness. Because if you ask me, we've not started the season the most ideal way. Our most creative
Yeah.
player has literally not played 90 minutes.
Not
entire
played 90
season.
minutes.
Like the entire season.
And yet we are first.
What do you think?
So and yet we are first.
Exactly. So like these are the things that you look at and you just have to just when things don't go exactly the way you want them to go, just cut the team some slack. And
Let
just,
me ask I don't know if I'll say it's a troublesome question because like you mentioned, you said things have to go your way, but this season things haven't gone our way and we're still sitting first. Is there a reason behind that? If you had to ask me that question, I would say yes, what kind of squad we had. And when you think about it that way, right, you have to now question our previous season and say, if this was possible because of the kind of squad we have now,
yeah.
why didn't we strive for it and strike when the iron was hot back then? That's the twist that you add to it because you said the reason why we're surviving or we're doing as good as we are right now is because of our squad. The squad is good.
Yeah.
The squad is big, right?
Yeah.
Why weren't we doing this before? It's the question now.
First of all, initially, the philosophy of the team is not to have such a large squad because the ideal truth is to keep a large squad happy is very difficult. To
Yes.
make every player understand those rules, to make everybody say you're not going to play. Like, look, so there's a lot of craziness that is going to go on eventually this season. When people will think this is a certain lineup that will happen, and that player doesn't even come to the lineup, it doesn't even come to the match day at all. But that's going to happen. If you're looking at the bench right now, and you realize that Havertz is injured, Ødegaard has missed a lot of games. There's Jesus that is still there, and Kapi has not even really played any game. When those guys come fit, how many times do you think you see Ethan on the bench? How many times do you think Luis Kelly will make the bench?
Max
Like this,
Tauman.
exactly. These are the
Yeah.
things that would have to still contend with. Having a big squad will have its own problems. But I think right now, what they are trying to strive for is they would rather fight the issues that come with man management than suffer the issues that come with lack of man in the first place.
Yeah,
Which
and
is what we had to deal with in previous years.
another thing that I think would happen a lot is we'll see a lot of very, very funny rotations in the sense that at the point you just not see a player expecting. I remember if you used to have like FPL back then, right? Picking a Pep player, if it wasn't De Bruyne or I can't remember who, he had some staple players,
Yeah,
but everybody else
Sterling
was,
sometimes. Sterling
yeah,
at that time.
but everybody else was interchangeable. And I think that's what Arteta is going to have to go for this season to survive the kind of squad we have. And I think that's what he's going to go for. Although Arteta in the past has proven to be stubborn, whereby he does not really care who. Hello, he does not really care.
Oh.
He does not really care like about rotating the squad as much because Arteta actually is a player manager that is known for not necessarily, for example, like Saka or his key players. He would
But
play them in almost
the
every
truth
single
of the
match.
matter is, before now, there was no time where he had the second player almost
Yeah,
as
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying now we have the quality
Yeah.
to do
exactly.
that.
If you look at, for example, somebody pointed out the bench we had last season was
Hmm.
against West Ham at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Versus the bench we have this season, and the
Butler,
quality is
Oyedeji.
staggering. Like the difference is
yeah,
staggering. It's
yeah.
easier to say you want to take. Man City could do it because you had Sane and
He
Sterling
had the
in their
quality.
prime,
Yeah.
competing for positions. Last, like 2 seasons ago, Saliba got injured. It was Rob Holding that held us
Okay,
down. Rob
okay,
Holding
yeah,
Arsenal last season to Crystal Palace. He did not start a single game.
we're
Crystal
agreeing with each other.
Palace.
We're agreeing with each other here
I
because what
know.
I'm saying
I'm
is
just
now he
pointing
has
it
the
out.
equipment to do that. He has the
Yeah, I
equipment to
know,
do what he
I'm
needs to
just
do.
pointing it out that the thing is what we're not all seeing is there's a big change in philosophy of in the team entirely, where they are ready to deal with whatever comes with not being able to satisfy everybody, than deal with players being
Not being
unavailable.
able to, yeah, not
Exactly.
being able to
Now if
accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Saka is injured. Saka was injured earlier this season, and we
Mm.
did.
Maduke came.
Madueke played. Madueke didn't score or assist a goal in the entire time he played. Yet
Yeah.
nobody was complaining about him. That just tells you the influence of the player. Like, thing is, it will be easier for him to take out players left and right. He dropped Zubimendi the other day. I don't think anybody predicted that would drop Zubimendi in a Premier League match, and he dropped him. It
I
seemed like
agree.
Zubimendi was going to be the staple in the team,
Yeah, the
and he
stable.
dropped
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
and he dropped him. So like I feel like like there are a lot of things that a lot of people want to say about Arteta, but the truth of the matter is there are certain scenarios that handicapped him for a long time. How he manages that going forward, we'll see. But I think there's a lot of good stuff to see that we'll see coming.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to actually talk about something a bit this season so far, right? Premier League, top of the table. I think 7 games played, top of the table, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 3 goals conceded, 14 goals scored, second highest in the league, 16 points. Nice.
Great
Champions
start.
League, 2 clean sheets, fifth on the
Two
table,
wins.
2 wins. The Carabao Cup, clean sheets. All season, we've conceded 3 goals, right? So it's all looking good. But there has to be a highlight. There has to be someone that has stood out for you guys this season. There has to be someone that hasn't necessarily improved. And we have to also have someone that's improved way beyond what we expected or done way beyond our expectations of them this season. So I just want to know what you guys' perspective of that is, who your player is, um, and what your highlight of the season is, whether by player or the club itself.
Are you gonna do the same order? Same order, yeah.
Same
Same
order.
order.
Same order.
Cool. So highlight of the season or player of the season for me so far has been, it's gonna be a weird one, but it's Ricardo Calafiori.
Not a weird
Just
one
gonna
at all. Not a weird
just
one.
gonna
Good
put him
shout.
out
Good
there.
shout. Good shout. Good shout.
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted right now.
Sorry, that's what I have to deal with when I'm dealing with
Yeah,
this.
it's all good. It's all good.
Sorry. So yeah, I said Ricardo Calafiori for me, and I think coming to this season, just because of you guys, he came last season, he hasn't been able to get a running of games, injuries, and then MLS came into the picture. He decided to play well, but this season I feel like he's coming to his own. He's been injury free. So for me, I feel like, and yeah, you can see him in games. The thing I like the most about him is, how great of a free spirit he is. You see him left back, you see him CM, you see him attacking, you
Wow,
see him
Stallion.
wing. I just love. I don't know. There's something about him. I just love. I just love the guy. I just love the guy, and I'm really, and it's a sad one because at the moment he hasn't he's been able to remove or
Keep Lewis Kelly out of the
to
team.
keep MLS out of the team, and I feel like MLS is also is eager, and he's burning, he's itching to
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
to go
yeah.
for it. So I really want to see how the manager plays that one. But yeah, for me, he's my player of the season so far.
Okay, and what about your, I don't know, who has improved the most? I think you also be Calafiori because, like you said, last season wasn't necessarily,
Most
yeah.
improved player so far. Everybody's just doing what they're doing. I mean, I don't think everybody has really taken it. I think if I'm just gonna say Ricardo Calafiori. He's just the guy. He's been the most improved too. I mean,
That's why I said, like, you're probably your most improved as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So yeah, he's the one. He's the one.
Any surprises from our signing? Someone that you knew was going to be good, but is a bit shocking to see that is way better than what you
Well,
expected.
yeah.
Or
There's
it could
that.
be the
The
other way
thing.
around. So it could be a player that you're not
Okay.
impressed with.
No, so far I think it's too early. I'm not gonna be too harsh because normally
Yeah,
I'm that guy that's I'm pointing fingers every time. So I'm not gonna do that
yeah,
now. But I
yeah.
feel like if you're asking a signing that I actually knew he was good, but I didn't know he was this good. And
Yeah.
that's the centre back signing, the guy we got from the 20
Mosquera,
million signing. Yeah, that
yeah,
guy,
Christian Mosquera, yeah.
Christian Mosquera. I have to give my hat off to him. He's been so solid. Yeah,
Yes,
solid,
I
solid,
agree with
solid
that.
player so
I
far.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yunus,
Yeah.
let's see how we saying. What's
Uh,
your own?
Immensely. So, so I thought we are going to really miss.
Oh, yeah.
We are so much better. The control he has on every game.
I don't know
Solid.
why people do that. Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you short, but why do people compare those two players together?
I don't
No,
know why.
yeah, that's right, So I'm not comparing, so don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for a DM to be removed, to be sold out and getting a new DM, and then clicking immediately to a new team. I'm not like I know everybody, other people, it needs more time, it needs this and that. Click in, and for someone who is just 5'11", winning all his duels.
Won a duel against Votamade. That was where my head turned inside out.
Yeah.
That was where my head turned inside out. Then he
Yeah.
went back one another against Dan Bones. I
Against
was
Dan
like,
Burn. Yeah, I saw that.
That
no.
Newcastle game, I was like, what?
When Ødegaard got injured and he came in, I was like,
Yeah, in that game, he
so
took
out.
control of that game from the midfield,
So
from the deep line position.
programmers
Yep, he did.
these guys play tonally, how aggressive they can be. He was so composed. He doesn't even need to come closer before he dealt with them. I was so. I've been watching him. I didn't know he was this good. I knew he was good, not to this extent.
Yeah, I agree.
He's the best for me this season. Because, his game doesn't actually shout too much, except you game or what you as when you actually see it. Doing those stuff. You know, he was so good. And another person who I've seen I think he's good. You know, so
Is it just me or
Audio,
his
your
audio is a
audio is
bit
breaking off a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
in a second.
yeah, your audio is breaking off
Uh,
just a little bit. While Eunice is at that,
He's back.
KY,
I
let's,
think
yeah.
okay. I think he's back. He's back. He's back.
Okay, you're back. Okay, awesome.
Is he all right now?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot better.
way
way,
A lot
better.
better.
way, way better.
Yeah, I was trying to,
What?
kill the noise in the surroundings, so that's why.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
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 So Mosquera is the other person who I thought I know he's good, but I never knew he's this good. You know, Saliba is one person who's very crucial to us, and he never make us feel his absence at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So
mm,
it's like, I'm actually confident that if he's injured, Mosquera is there to cover.
mm.
Change your name,
So
please. But
yeah,
yeah.
but the rest they are the same. We tried. They haven't. Eze is good. He hasn't impressed me yet.
Yeah.
He's doing
I,
well. He's doing
I
well.
think
But
I think I think for AJ, what it is for me he already had a level, right? And he had a level in
Mm,
all your minds, right?
yeah.
yeah,
So his
exactly.
expectations are a lot more different from the people that you didn't really know what to expect from. I expected something from AJ. I haven't got what I expected, but I can see the signs of what I expected, so I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about
Oh
him at
yeah. To
all.
be fair,
Yeah.
there is something that's been missing a lot in Arsenal in the last 2 seasons, which is the fact that we don't play enough shot outside the box.
I
Since he
agree.
came, we've been playing a lot of shot outside the box, a
And we're not
lot.
predictable. We can be predictable sometimes.
But
Eze
now
brings
we're
that.
not. We're not
Yeah, exactly. Eze brings that unpredictability into the team,
to the team.
where like anything can happen at any time.
And
Um,
one last person who has raised his game from compared to last season is Ødegaard.
hmm,
Ødegaard, I think maybe the manager probably instructs him to be more free, to
mhm.
be more free and then explore himself. He's been really, really good, better than last season. So, and that's it for me.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
Odegaard.
Yeah.
Okay.
KY, how about you? Let's move to KY. Let's move to KY. KY,
Yeah.
what we saying?
I think my star player for the season so far has been Calafiori. Actually, for
Shut up.
me, I to be honest, like I knew the guy was good. Even last season, I knew he was good, but he just redefines that role, that left back role, every time he plays. It's like you think he can't do inverted full back play, just goes there and does it easily. And it's like it's not enough. He wants to go and be playing right eight sometimes. Why is my left back going to go and play right eight? Like, not like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Like for me, so far, Calafiori has been player of season. For the most
Okay.
improved, I have three players. The first one is Ethan. Ethan is
Mm.
one of the most improved for me because last season, all the times they tried to play him as a right eight, it did not work. He was he was non-existent in those games. He was easily bullied off the ball. And like I to be honest, I was when they moved him right wing, I'm like, okay, maybe that's where it will be eventually. Then this season came and they're like, oh, he's in the middle. And then since preseason, I've seen a great difference between the way he was playing last season and the way he's playing now. Now Ethan is able to drop deep to like get the ball
Yeah.
and progress it by himself.
Yeah.
Now he's not as goal centric as he was last season, where he wants to get every sight of goal. He wants to go through him and whatnot. Now he's willing to let the ball just pass through him and flow and just be there for his guys. I feel like that push to play like those two profiles for a young boy at his age is actually very different. Like if you are a fan of just highlight reels, if you watch his highlight from last season and his highlights now, it feels like two completely different players. So like for that, for me, I'll give him that. The other person for me is Odegaard. Odegaard shouldn't be here even, but given how like much of a deep in form he had last season, which was his own doing by the way, he should
Mm-hmm.
not have rushed his injury back when he did,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people hate him for it now without knowing that he had to go through that. Like he did
Yeah.
not need to rush that injury back because he came back, he was only a ghost of himself, and he didn't like it. The fans didn't like it, and eventually there's broken. connection with him and some fans. So yeah, there's that. The last player is Martinelli. I think towards the end of the window, I wanted him gone. Personally, I wanted him gone. Albeit the fact that I knew that we did not have any other player like Martinelli in the team, which we
I
need.
wanted him gone too.
Like we need runners. I mean, like it seemed like the same thing to do, but his own improvement is not even like seasons between seasons. Like between those first couple of games to when he became like an impact guy, and all of a
Has he
sudden,
improved? Do you think he has improved?
I think he's really improved.
How?
Like if you look at the game against Man City, without the goal, he went to right wing and he was able to stretch them. He was playing right wing in that game. If you look at the Champions League game,
He does that
too,
every time. Yeah.
but like he's making better decisions. If you ask me, he's making way better decisions. It feels like there's less pressure on him right now,
Did
and
you
I feel
watch
like
him?
he can. What you say?
Did you watch him against the League Two side that we beat 2-0?
Portville.
Portville.
Yeah. Did you watch him against that?
Yes,
that
yes,
team?
I did. He played
And
bad.
and do you think he improved? I mean, I just think Martinelli is still doing what Martinelli does. He hasn't. I don't think he's improved. I just think
So
he's there.
Martinelli needs a lot of confidence. He's a strict player. Like those kind of players that they need a string of games to play. Similar to Nicolas Pepe as well. Like they like that kind of players where
I agree.
you put him on the
I
bench.
hear you.
You put him on the bench in this game, he gets on, he scores. Don't start him the next game. Don't think that because he scored the last game. Start him.
Yeah,
Don't start him.
exactly. Yeah.
Off the bench again. If he keeps doing that, no matter like if he goes that for a couple of games, that's how he beat the streak in
I
2020.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
It's the same way. So like, he needs that streak to go again, and I feel like he's getting it together piece by piece by piece, and he's going to get there.
Okay,
Cool.
okay. I agree with you. I just want to do one thing quickly. Around
What
10,
about
just
you?
tell us.
You haven't said yours. He hasn't said his own.
Me? Well, for me, my player this season would be Timber. Obviously, Timber is the guy that I've been raving about all season. He's just like my mind does this thing where when I'm so comfortable with a player, I almost stop looking out for them.
Yeah, stop looking out
Yeah,
for them.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're solid,
That's why
bro.
I didn't. That's why I didn't make mention of him too. Because I'm like,
Like you're solid, man. That's and I think it's sad because it's gone under the radar how good Timber has been this season. To me, actually, he has been our player of the season in terms of like consistency. In terms of like disappointment, I'm not really disappointed in any player per se. Um, the levels are exactly where I think they would be. I don't think anybody has really. It's not how many. It's just how many games in. I don't think anybody has really overly impressed. The first thing I know that I'm waiting for him to impress. I've not been impressed with is our striker Gyökeres. And note, this is
I
no
don't
stick
think we
to
should
beat
talk
him with.
about him now.
Yeah, exactly. It's no stick. This is no stick to beat him with. Like it's not a stick to beat him with. It's just I never really used to watch him, right? I never used to watch him in sporting, maybe Champions League games here and there. But I think there's some expectations. Like I said, there's always expectations that drive these discussions because there's some expectations that we as Arsenal fans had of him, and we've not yet seen it, which is the goals. I'm not even talking about general gameplay; it's the goals. We've not yet seen it. Would we see it? I definitely think. I feel like they can put KY in the attacking position and he will net for us now. That's how it is. So you just have to have two legs. You have to be able to yeah, exactly, and you will score. You will eat in Arsenal. Everybody eats in that nine position. So yeah, that's what I'm.
Add to this point that I'm about to make. I don't know if we're going to get time to actually talk about this thing. But I see. The thing is, yes, there's goals expectation.
Yeah.
Goals expectation, but I think at the moment, the team right now is prioritizing winning first. Like, hence why at the moment it's just Gyökeres is probably the one suffering it right now, but eventually it will spread out because like when the team gets settled and everybody's trying to like disperse their players, like right now Saka is getting a lot of 1v1s, right, which is unusual. Our left wingers too are not having to like battle two, three players every other time, which is unusual, and it just cause one person in the middle is being haggard every other time. eventually they would want to disperse and
Yeah.
try give their luck to like their defenders to go 1v1.
So you believe that the space we're getting on the wing especially is because of
It's
Obviously.
entirely
Gyökeres.
because initially we used to have a striker that would vacate that position, and this is not supposed to be like a slight on Kai, but his role was to vacate that position and help guys overload other places. Issue with
Midfield.
that was as they're overloading, the opponent is overloading with them as well, so they don't get to use that space to do anything. Now people are concerned about what's going on in the middle, right? The guy might not be getting the goals, but I think there's another aspect of the game that is really affecting. And Gyökeres is not the type of striker that will say, oh, maybe he's like, because some strikers sacrifice goals for the team. Gyökeres is not that type of striker. His sacrifice
No,
doesn't mean that the goals will not come. The
the
goals
goals will
will
come.
eventually come. They will
The goals will
eventually
come.
come. You have to also realize that I think I read recently that the plan wasn't to give him this much game at the beginning. It's solely down to Havertz's injury because nobody expected him to
Yeah, I
get
saw
injured
that too. Well,
again, right? Because and if you think about it, their games
Makes sense. Makes sense.
it makes
Makes
a lot
sense.
of sense if you ask
Makes
me.
sense.
Because like it or not, acclimatization to Premier League is a thing. Like let's put banter aside. Like
I don't
Yeah.
agree though. But I don't
adjusting
agree
to
though.
Premier
But
League. No, no, I completely you should like especially players that don't have enough time spent with their teams,
yeah,
like preseason, having to play so many games, get used to the team, like inconsistency in the team as well. For example, if you watch the way Gyökeres plays when Ødegaard is playing, is different from when Ødegaard is not playing. Ødegaard like
that
actually
finds him
focused on
more.
looking for him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
cool.
like no other person focuses on looking for Gyökeres as much as Ødegaard does. So like
Yeah,
there's a lot of differences that he has to contend with. He has, I think he has had to play with a different line in the front three.
in every
So
yeah.
in every game, different guys, different setup all the time. So those adjustments will come. I just feel like guys
Okay.
are in
So since we're already talking tactics, actually, I think I should just bring it up now. Let's just dive into what you think has changed tactically this transfer window. I'm sorry, this season. I think KY, you've already mentioned a big chunk of it. But if you have anything else to add, then we can go to Yunus and Naga City and
I think that one of the big things that has actually changed for us is the movement of the left back Calafiori. Is like
okay.
usually we're used to the left back partnering up with Partey in the middle and they form a double pivot, and then the other guys move on. Right now, there's a lot of fluidity in the team. There's so much fluidity in the team. You might be watching the team now, and Declan Rice has dropped in between the two centre backs, and before you know it, Declan Rice is up front, and it's Mendy that is dropping in between those centre backs. Like there's so much fluidity in the team, and I think it's all situated around the situation of the opponents have predict like they usually just plan for us to lock us up on the right hand side because that's where most of the creativity comes for us, and then the ball just ends up on the left. But if they can stifle the ball out of on the right for us, we don't get a lot of joy from it. And now it's trying to disperse it. There are some games where we are still like I think there was a game where really left hand sided this season, and it was rare for us because usually it's usually more attention to the right than to
Right.
the
Yeah.
left. So those are the things that are switching left and right. So according to Declan, initially his role was more just an advanced left eight. He didn't have so much business in build up. Now he also has a duty in build up. He's supposed to partner up with Mendy in the middle, and he also has the freedom to go as far as the opponent's box. So literally now he's a box to box out and out, a box to box that shares in a pivot. So those are like the adjustments that we've made to ensure that we don't always just rely on the right hand side. We can also share the play across play. There's many that is mobile enough to help the play across the entire line. So many pops up everywhere on the pitch. If you need help on the left hand side, he's there. If you need help on the right hand side, he's there. Just so there's continuity and like we can keep the opponents guessing.
Okay. 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 Yunus, how you feeling?
Yeah, I think KY is correct. Literally, I think the old team, especially from the defensive point, now have flexibility in terms of their role. So there is more freedom for every single person from the defense line. If you watch Saka as well this season, from the Champions League to the league, you see him playing more. on the left hand side as well.
It just sucks to be left sometimes. I think he drifted up for that goal, and I think there was the close shave assist that he could have had for Zubimendi. I'm sorry
Zubendi, yeah. So
for
Madueke.
Madueke.
it's
Yeah,
funny. He's been doing that a lot this season. Last season, he did some like in the Champions League quarter final against Real Madrid. He drifted a bit to the left, but this season, almost every game there's a switch in every position. Zubimendi, you watch him against
And you think that's informed by Arteta?
yeah, it is. It's like
Okay.
you give them more freedom. Every
Freedom.
single player now, you can actually express yourself more because there is this confidence he has in every other player. Like I know this person will cover this person when he moves. So there is this freedom and this thing that they all cover themselves as well.
Yeah.
If you watch, that was was it against Newcastle when we were winning 2-1. Saliba is gone, literally gone in the box, and then there was a counter attack. And the next thing I saw was Declan Rice making the
Yeah.
last tackle against
In the last minute run.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Gabriel and Declan Rice. Saliba is literally in the box, opposition box, literally. So they are covering themselves. So there is more flexibility, there is more freedom among the team. So that's it for me. Really. And I think it's more of a tactical thing from Arteta. And there is this thing Arsenal does right from time. Arsenal game is phase by phase. Like it's always like you start from build up, from defense to the midfield. But now this season it's very random.
It's very direct. It's very
Yeah,
direct.
direct and
Like
random.
very direct.
That
Especially
was,
when Ødegaard is playing and Gyökeres is there. Like
Like you don't as an opposition, you don't
I
know
was
where
waiting to speak
Arsenal is
in
going to
to
attack.
say that.
You don't
I
know
was telling
where Arsenal is attacking
sorry I'm
from.
cutting you short. I was telling Larry that this season I feel like there's going to be a Gyökeres
Gyökeres
goal,
to
David Raya assist. It's going to
assist.
happen eventually. Because
Yeah.
one of those balls that he keeps getting into Gyökeres, one of those will land and he'll be able to go 1v1 and just run at the defender and score. Like it's going to happen eventually. That's how direct we are.
I agree.
Sorry,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Cool. Yeah. So just to answer that or to add a couple of things, I think Courtney and Eunice have said it, but I'm just going to use 3 words. I think this year we've been very direct, we've been unpredictable, and I think we've played more free flowing, especially when it comes to. I just love how what's his name, Zubimendi. I think he's a different defensive midfield player to Thomas Partey who we had before. I just love how
Yes.
he keeps things going every time. He doesn't like Thomas Partey would drag things sometimes, and he's sort of slowish, but he was still a proper player for us. But I just love how Zubimendi always keeps things ticking. He's always looking to make that incisive pass. He's always looking for runners. Yeah, and for me, that's it for me. I just said the 3 words. I think this season has been great, direct football, and I think that that's also been a big key factor. Victor has also been a major key to that change of dynamism. The type of players that we have actually bought has changed that that for us. Now we have players that we can just give the ball and expect magic. You get it. When was the last time we had that in the team? We have like X factors in the team now. So like of Eze, likes of Gyökeres, fear factors. You get it. So for me, I feel like these are the major things that we've added this season. That it's just taking it
To the next level.
an upper
Yeah.
Yeah.
upper
I think I
level.
agree with that, especially when you mentioned the X factor part of things, because I think one of the things that we've always had a good defense. We've always had like there's some things that we've already checked out, right? That this is steady, this is good.
Yeah.
The X factor is what I think we've been missing.
Big miss.
We've been
Big miss.
I don't know, maybe because I'm a fan, but I see us now as somewhat predictable. Unlike this season. This season we don't look
Thank you.
predictable anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm a fan, that's why I think we're predictable, because I don't play the football. So I just think, yes, we look better this season in terms of predictability. But yeah, let's just move on into to me the best part of the show. What are your expectations for this particular season? We're going to start with Naya. And it's your expectations and what you would describe success as. Like, what is success for the season? Or would you say this is a
Okay.
successful season?
Great question. Great question. I don't know why Coin is laughing. To me, this season, I'm just going to say this season is do or die. Like, this season
Word.
is do or
Word.
die. As an Arsenal fan that
So die as a
has been a fan for years, like donkey years,
For forever.
and
For
for forever. I don't think I've never supported any
so
other
many
club.
other club. Yeah.
Like, I tell my missus, you'd be like, babe, why can't you switch clubs? Because never. I'm like, babe, I can't. I don't know how to do it. It's not like I haven't tried.
not
But like I
possible.
said, going back to the question, what will I call success this year? I don't think there will be anything in that we could term success if we don't win the Premier League or the Champions League. Anything short of these two major trophies, I think we have failed. We have failed as a club. We have failed as an establishment. We have just failed.
What would that mean for
And
Arteta?
I feel
we have just failed.
like for Arteta, given the amount of, like, this guy has been backed. He has been backed financially. He's been backed by the board. He has been backed also by the fans. Do you understand? Like, we've been patient with him. This is his sixth year, and I'm not going to be too critical. In his first year, he won the FA Cup. He's brought 2 Community Shields, but for a team like Arsenal, I'm glad and I'm happy for everything he's done for us. We've been competing 3 seasons now in a row. Finished second 3 times.
Yeah.
But now we have to do what the big boys have done. We can't spend close to £1 billion, pound and still be, still be picking scruffs. Like, no, we have to win the league this season or the Champions League, or that's failure. Anything short from that is failure for me. And yeah, I think if we don't do that, I mean, I wouldn't say we should sack him. I really like the manager. I like what he's done for us, but I don't know. I'm just gonna hold my
You know
breath.
what? I'm going to make it difficult for you. Choose sack or no sack. If we don't.
If we don't win him this season, do
If
we
we don't
sack
win
him
or
or
not.
do we keep him?
Yeah. Sack or no sack.
I think we should keep him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should keep him.
I don't think he's being honest. I don't think he's being honest. It's true. I feel like it's like, if I say we should sack him, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
he's
I
been
think maybe when you get to my own prediction, my own saying on it, or my own take on it, maybe you understand why I asked that question. Yunus, tell me how you feeling about that.
To be fair, this same coach actually brought us from gutter period. We were in the trenches, proper trenches. He transformed the whole team. We were like,
Are you on as a this term? I don't know if you guys have heard as a
No.
as a sexual. Have you heard that term before? Are you on as a sexual? I'm just asking.
I'm just literally to win a trophy, you need a bit of luck, and I think we might be having that this season. Finger crossed, to be fair. I think I could feel it like we are winning something this season. Unlike 3 seasons ago, where we just came out of nowhere, we were challenging, we were top of the league. That was like, oh, we were here all of a sudden. To be fair,
I don't know if that's true. I felt we could win something last.
Yeah.
I remember that season that 21 Savage. I'm still 21 Savage dropped that album. I'm still rooting for Gooners for the Premier League. I don't know. I remember telling.
Yeah, I know.
I remember texting Coin that year. I said, "This year's our year." I still cried. I that year. I cried.
Yeah, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling, like
I get it.
And then if you look at 3 seasons ago when we first came second, out of nowhere, no fan was expecting that kind of performance that season. And then people were like, "Oh, we bottled." Yeah, we did that season. But the following season, we were not supposed to be a contender for the league. It was Liverpool that was actually contending. We just found ourselves literally there, and then Man City won. But last season we were not actually there at all.
Yeah,
we were not there. We were not even
I keep telling people that thing that last season we didn't compete for the title. Forget about it, we didn't compete for the title.
At all.
Yeah.
We finished second, yeah. But
we did finish second, but we were not there at
we were
all.
Yeah.
but you could feel it from the signing, from the player attitude.
Yeah, the intentions.
Yeah, the intention, like the way, even the arrogance of the players. You could see like, I'm feeling something from here. You get like one of your key players is injured and you're not scared. Like, before when Saka is injured, I knew most likely the next game we're not going to win.
Okay.
Like we like there's just this certainty, like 9% chance we're not going to win. But this season it's different. So
It's
I feel
different.
like
It's different.
we're winning a silverware this season. No, I'm talking of a major one, like either the Premier League or the Champions League. But at the same time, there are also many good teams out there, likes of yeah. They've spent more money than we have.
So
They have quality.
I'm sorry I keep laughing, but I can't hold it in.
Yeah,
So you guys, when we were trying to talk about like guys that are coming in onto the show, I told Larry that our two guests are the worst versions of both of us. Meaning me, if there's a scale of worse as per being optimistic, he's worse than I am as per optimism, and then Pablo is like he's worse on pessimism to Larry. So it's
I
like
don't think so, guy. I don't think so. From what I've heard today, I don't think so, man. Sorry.
I'm telling you that he's actually being political today. We're winning. We're winning and his head is in a good space. I really wish we did this thing the last time. And like, a lot of things happened that we did do it, but he's just being political. So like every time Eunice is talking, he's like he's echoing all my voices that I don't dare say. He's saying them. That's why I'm excited. So please continue.
yeah. So
We still have head loss
to
this
be
season.
fair,
Don't
I feel
worry.
like we'll win something major this season. I can feel it, and I.
So which one? Which one? What does success look like for you? What?
I
What?
swear it's more about overall performance.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
See why I asked this guy if he was an Arteta
I'm
sexual.
not yet finished.
This is why I asked the question in the first place. Nah, man. What do you mean by it's
Yeah,
about
man,
overall performance?
yeah, came on. As you said,
How many years?
Became hot.
Sorry, bro. How many years? How many years do you want to keep doing
Guys,
overall performance?
I've not finished.
Bro, do you get?
No, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. We can't take that.
We have to win something this season.
I'm sorry, bro. We can't take that.
But when I compare, it's not about going truck. We have to win something.
We have to win something. We have to.
Something. You keep saying you have to win something. Carling Cup is something.
Yeah, it is. It's a trophy.
Principal.
I
That's not good enough.
You like it or not?
No. Wait. Nice. I
Come on,
think
bro.
one of the things I'll just say there. I think, like you mentioned, let just give my own take. My own take is we definitely have to win something, and I see something in terms of anything.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, right? Especially when somebody say, it's not good enough, not good enough. But the reason why I say that is this is 6 years going now, and my own is unlike you saying, don't sack him. Sack him. If he doesn't win any at all of the four, there's no reason why we should keep him. Thanks for the memories. It's time to go. That's how I see it, right? And the reason being, like, the reason why I see it that way is you've spent 6 years. Okay, let's say the first year you won something, but you haven't won anything in like 5 years, right? I believe that the team that we have right now needs something to spark them. And you never know what form that spark can be. It could be a Carabao Cup.
But I'm
It could be
sorry.
an FA Cup.
I'm sorry.
It could be anything that moves them forward.
I'm sorry. I don't.
You don't agree?
I don't agree that the Principal Cup, the FA Cup, spark this core of players that we have, bro. I don't think you realize the caliber of players we have at Arsenal right now.
I do.
Do you actually realize how good these players are? And you're saying to me that these players have given everything to be at this club till now. You're saying that Carling Cup? Come on, bro.
For me, it's why I said it's a start, because I don't see it as a one-time project, and it makes me sound desperate. But the way I'm seeing it is floodgates. I see it as if we can just get one, I believe that more would come. And that's why I said if he doesn't win anything this season,
that's optimistic.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Exactly. But if he does not win, I'm not saying keep him. Sack him. Like if this current crop of players cannot get Arteta at least one trophy, we go trophies again this season, he's gone.
Okay,
No
yeah,
keeping him.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree to that, and that's why I said keep it. I said keep him because he might win the Principal Cup. You could keep him.
exactly.
But if he wins nothing, bro, like he's gone, bro.
Gone,
He's
yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Gone. No two ways about it. Now let's go to KY's take on this.
I feel like I have the perfect blend of everybody's view. To be honest, I agree with Pablo that if we don't win the big two, like no, that's not the part I agree with. I agree with the part where he says I don't buy that winning like he called the Principal Cup or the Mickey Mouse Cup is going to give them any extra
Yeah.
because it's like Loki, if we separate the two teams we have, our team B should comfortably go on a run.
Windows.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Those big,
Yes.
Thank you,
in
bro.
those big
Yes.
competitions, they should actually comfortably go on a run there. So I don't really buy into let them win anything, right?
Correct.
I stand with they need to win one of the big two, at least one of them. I think they stand a good chance of winning both. I'm not saying they should win both. I think they stand a good chance of winning any of them. If they win both, GG's. But I think my definition of success or failure is very different from how you would put it.
Exactly.
If we do not win anything, we are failed. But the consequences of that failure is not what I'm going to bear with you guys. I consider failure is what happened in the course of the season. Like if we don't win anything, why
Wait,
absolutely
Pablo, just wait. Let's go. Go and finish.
like because okay, let's for example, if you go back to last season,
You are looking for
if you wake me
excuses
up
for
at
this
May,
manager again.
if you wake me up at May
Exactly what I was
and you
saying. Keep
tell me
going.
Oh, bro.
and you tell me that we didn't win the league, and I go through the entire season, I'm going to ask you how do you expect us to win the league? Because now I'm not going through all the highs and lows that you went through as a fan. I'm going to see everything in the entire clip that says, oh, Havertz got injured, Jesus tore his ACL at the beginning of the season, Saka missed 4 months, Ødegaard missed 4 months, and then every other person was missing games, and literally every outfield player last season missed a game due to suspension or injuries at different times. Like if you go through that and I'm supposed to use that to judge whether he's sacked or not, that's flawed because all of that, like there's no way he's winning in that scenario, right? If we go through the season, nobody's injured, like there's no good reason other than Arteta. For example, if we have like City's game now, because like it or not, it's not our job to predict how Pep will play. That's your job to do, and if you didn't predict
Yeah.
it right, you got it wrong.
That's on you.
Right?
Yeah.
That's on you. That's your job. That's what you're being paid for. Now, if we have like 8 games like City where we lost the league because of that, yes, sack him. Like sack him. If we keep losing games because all of a sudden we are going to go and play against West Ham and he's still playing like a defensive lineup. That's like you guys' definition of defensive because I don't think the formation is defensive. But in your people's definition, if you keep playing a defensive lineup and there's Ødegaard on the bench, there's Eze on the bench, but
Yeah.
if you keep playing Merino at the 10, obviously sack him then. But if
KY, let me. I'm going to paint a scenario for you. I want to see how much of a. Because I think you have a better tolerance for these things than I do, and than Pablo. I think my tolerance that Pablo does as well. And what I'll say is, this is it here. If we don't win anything this season and
Yeah.
finish, say, third in the league, would you still be looking at context?
No, because at that point, like, so for example, hold on, no. Say, for example, over the next 3 months now, 6 of our players tear ACL. No. You gave me context and I gave you one back.
Okay,
Because
keep going.
I'm painting a scenario where, at the moment, I have an opinion that we're the best team in the league. I said what I said. Right? That's my opinion. And for May to come and we finish third, it means there are 2 teams that are better than us. What happened? Like, there's no way we'll go from now to end of season and all of a sudden become the 3rd best in the league. And there is nothing tangible that I can point out that happened. Bro, With the kind of side of squad we have, with the kind of players we have, there is no way we go from being best in the league,
You
in
know,
my opinion, to being
yeah.
third in the league without something tangible happening. It is
Happening. Okay,
literally
What do
not
you,
okay. You know what. Now I like that you said that. But before I even say anything, I feel like Naya has something to say. So
I've you know, like I hear what Connie's saying, but the question is, how long do you want to keep on with
do it
this?
for.
How
That's the
long?
question I
How
always ask you, KY. That's the question
like
I always ask
how
you.
long
How
do you want to
long?
keep? I'm sorry, but like
so hold on, before you go on, I have the perfect answer to it. How long is not that long anymore? This is the first season that anybody can say that Arteta is fully equipped to actually fight for the league. Like in
Yes, but
all
you're giving
years
scenarios
he
whereby
has
he
been
would
here,
fail and you will not sack
I'm
him. You're giving
sorry.
scenarios whereby he would
that is
fail
literally what
and you
I've
will not
told
sack him.
you. I've told you. If you ask me in May, let us see what will happen by then, and I can tell you because there is nothing that makes sense in my head that will make us go from being one of the best in the league to all of a sudden being two teams clearly better than us in the league. I cannot process that. Like when it happens, I would have seen everything that happened, and I can give you a detailed reason to say, yeah.
Do you
That
guys watch?
This is
Sorry, I just want to say something real quick. Do you guys watch this show on Sky Sports, the football overlap? Do you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
watch that
sometimes.
show?
I
Yeah,
watch people. I
sometimes.
see
Okay,
clips of
okay,
it,
cool.
but
So
it's not
yeah, this Arsenal fan, he was on it the other day, and last week, sorry, last week or this week, and Jamie Carragher asked him a question. He asked him a question. He's like, "What do you think will?" I mean, pretty much the question was, Arsenal are the best team in the league right now. He said yes. So what do you think will not make us be successful this season? And he answered it. The only thing that's stopping Arsenal from winning any major
It's Arsenal.
trophy is Arsenal. Thank you. You didn't
Yeah.
even. That was it. So, like, if you say that the only thing stopping Arsenal from winning is something major is Arsenal, bringing that into context, what Coin is saying, and saying now we're the best team in the league. Come May, we're third best team. I mean, third best team. Does that mean like half of our team are dead? Or I mean, does that mean that half of our team we've lost all the players that
Actually,
are?
that's exactly what I'm trying to say. That for that to happen, what happened? Like what led to that? Like what led? See, this thing. The reason why you guys feel this way is because I don't know how to put it. Like you people probably hit your tolerance gauge already, and you just want the result.
And you haven't. You haven't.
He
I
hasn't. He's not
haven't.
close to it.
You
I
haven't.
He's
haven't.
not. No, he's not close to
At
it,
Oh
all.
my
bro.
God.
can I say something? Can
Come on.
can I say something?
Yeah,
Yes,
go
by
on.
all about me.
If
Oh,
whatever anything want to describe Arsenal, they will say, "Oh, Arsenal is very good defensively," right?
yeah.
Hmm.
That's the only attribute they will actually put to Arsenal before.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
should be the first time since Arteta came in that they say, "Oh, Arsenal is good
One of
as
the
a,
best teams.
like
Yeah.
one of the best team in Europe right now."
Yes.
The first season ever, anyone can will say, "Oh, Arsenal is the best team." The last 2 seasons, they're just trying to mock us. We know Carragher, we know him, the Liverpool fan. No, we know Carragher, we know who he is. We know the way the man you. I watch Overlap a lot. I watch this show with Iron Wright as well.
Yeah.
I know what he do
Yeah.
there. So I've seen they literally mock Arsenal. They used to mock Arsenal, and I used to be furious about that. Literally, this season is the first time we're actually challenging with having enough resources to actually challenge. The
Mm.
first time we have that.
Yes, and that's why you know
Yeah.
so that I'm getting at one point. If
Mm.
this is the first season that you have all you need, you can't have all you need.
No, you cannot.
You are also need you
Oh,
have all you need now. Then you now get to the end of the season and you say, "Oh yeah, I mean I failed
Exactly.
because
Okay,
I didn't
hold on.
have
Exactly.
enough."
Let me not code first. Let
Not
me not
cool, bro. Not cool. Yeah.
let me paint this
Yeah,
scenario for you. So all of a sudden we wake up tomorrow morning. Havertz has an issue in his recovery. He's actually torn his right leg ACL. Bam. Gyökeres rocks up to training. He tears his ACL. First contact to Gabriel. Bam. We rock up to Fulham next Sunday, and Merino is our striker again. Okay, we keep winning. Ødegaard comes back. Bam. Next thing before you know it, Ødegaard tears his ACL. This time on the same knee that somebody hit somebody jammed him.
All these things are just things that I don't think.
No,
See, if these things happen to us, it just means like we are the
but that
club
was
is
what
cursed.
happened last season. That was what happened last season. That was literally
Yeah,
what happened last season.
really.
That was literally what happened last season.
He was
Yeah,
right.
but last season,
Every
see, that's why I always tell you
international
guys,
window,
last season is not the only season we're going for the title. Let's just put it out there.
Okay,
Last
but
season is not the only title we're going for the
and
title.
I'm telling you that this is the
tell
first
me,
time
tell me
that we
one time
see.
we actually genuinely went for the title. Because last season we were not there.
Season before that.
We were not. It was Liverpool that was challenging. That was winning every game.
That's
No,
very
you
bad. That
the
was,
season we lost the game by the
This
season we
season
lost the league by 2 points. We
by
were
1 point.
genuinely
By
Wait,
1
wait,
point.
we were genuine
So
contenders
let me
that
explain to
season.
you what
I
you
will
need
give
to
us
say.
that one. We were
Hold
genuine
on.
contenders.
That's
We were.
2024, right? We're talking about
Yes.
2024.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did start the year very well. If you guys want to
exactly.
remember.
December.
But I don't understand. How is that an excuse?
Wait now, calm down now.
I'm listening.
We didn't start the season very well at all. And for the most, Liverpool were the ones actually on a title charge. In December, Liverpool was top. Wait, hold on. In December, Liverpool was top. Then shortly, Liverpool started having injury issues. Salah had his injury, Alisson had his injury, and then the wheels fell off after they won the Carabao Cup. Bam. After that happened, we beat them to it. We lost to Aston Villa in that time because we were already on our run in this time. We lost to Aston Villa, and then City won that weekend, went on top, and we drew at their house, and that was it. We were challenging for the title quite alright.
City was the most consistent that season.
But City, like,
was
we were all trying to beat Liverpool to it. Liverpool's wheel fell off. We were on top for a little bit, and then City overtook and went.
See, all these like explanations, man, bro. I swear, let me lie to you. They're explanations, though.
This is story.
You asked me a question. You said, when were we genuine title contenders? That was the season we were title contenders. And we did, like, we were. Let's not try and excuse it. How do you think? How will you say we're not?
We were
How?
not
After the way we started the league last season, we're not doing. So are you saying that we've never been genuine title contenders? That's what I'm about to say. We've never been genuine title contenders.
I do think we're title contenders last season.
What are you talking about now?
Title contenders.
The reason why you're doing that is because you want to give excuses. Excuses that line. Nah, it's excuses that line the end of this thing, I swear.
Hold on. Before them just say one thing. That season, up until the last kick that Ava scored.
Like, we took it the last game of the season.
We're still hoping that something happens in City's game.
Exactly.
And you say you're not title contenders.
We're competing for that seat, for that
The
league.
thing is, what I think you're not saying that I can help you say is this is the first time that we are
equipped for it.
For a title.
I will not argue. It's fine.
That. But saying this is the first time we're actually contending for the title, I won't agree. I think if you excuse the first year where we came second, I will agree. The second season, we actually challenged for the title and we didn't get it. That was the 23-24.
Exactly.
The 24-25, if you ask me, at the beginning, they asked every one of these players what the goal was. And they all said the goal was to win the title. Yes, injuries happened. A lot of things happened. We didn't eventually contend. But at the beginning of the season, were we contend for the title? Yes, we were. They didn't plan for so many injuries to happen, but they contended for the title. And I also want to build on that point that you made. Prior to now, we've always fortified our defense. And always been that part of our gameplay that comes through for us every time. This is the first time we're spending money on the attack. And I don't even think it has yielded the results yet. I do think it will. See, the thing is, I feel like what I want to preach is, can you guys just watch these games without the burden of we have to win something, we have to win something, we have to win something. Yes, it should be at the back of your mind.
It's going to be very difficult to do that because of how long we've waited.
But you will not do I hate the club?
Nobody hates the club.
Exactly.
Nobody hates the club.
But if you actually want to enjoy this entire thing, I've watched Arteta say it 1,000 times. It is not the trophy at the end that is the joy. It's the journey that gets there that is the joy of it. Like, enjoy each game.
So that's for you, though.
What you say?
I mean,
whatever you said. That's for you.
That's for you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
That's fine.
so
My
Coin,
one
if you
opinion
so
is
Coin,
enjoy
sorry,
every game. Enjoy the last winners against Newcastle. Enjoy every game. Like you do, like for example now,
the
our
whole
fans hold on. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to make a point.
yeah,
I just want to point out one thing. Last international break, Liverpool fans know quite well they're not playing well. They celebrated every minute that the fact that they're at the top of the table last international break, and everybody was calling out drafts. Oh, what is Arsenal doing again
they
this
just
season?
won the league,
They
bro. They
just
just
won the
won the league.
league.
What are you on
Do you
about,
understand? They
bro?
just won
That's
the
What are you
league.
on
another
about?
reason why. Hold
Of
on.
course, they are
That's
going to be
another reason why
calm.
they're celebrating the fact that they're on top. They always celebrate the fact that they're top of the league. Sorry, they're not celebrating the fact that they won the league. They're celebrating the fact that they're top of the league. And
Because they've
Yes, but
just
the reason
won
why
the
they are
league.
doing it is because
Because
they just won the league.
they've just
They
won the
are
league.
calm. They just won it.
They don't,
Do you understand?
bro.
They
You
just
know these
won it.
things now.
You know how it
Let's not do
works, bro.
this.
no. That's not how it works for me. Like, but the point I'm even trying to make is
Coin,
now,
come
now,
on.
hold on. The point I'm trying to make
20,
is
28 years
now,
or 29
Arsenal
years, 30
is.
years. Don't you need to see us win the Premier? Don't you need to see it, bro?
I
What do
don't
you mean
understand.
by
If I
to see
enjoy
this
every
Coin?
game, if I enjoy, so
I
if we
enjoy
win,
every game, Coin. I enjoy every game, bro.
Do
But
you, but you can enjoy
I
it
also
and still
want us
have
to
the
win the league.
expectations.
I want to
You
have,
can enjoy it and have
I want to
expectations.
have that backing that, bro, I've won. Finally, I've seen it, bro.
I've won the league, bro.
I can tell my daughter, bro, we won the league. I can take her to see the, I can take her to see the trophy.
Every year, as an Arsenal
What
fan,
do
you
you want?
use,
I
you
want
Oh,
use,
it.
you want to defend Arsenal, you use
crazy, man.
invincibles. You use invincibles to defend
Exactly. I'm
Arsenal.
tired of using
Bro,
the
are you not
previous.
tired?
Come on.
Are you not tired?
again, I'll point it out to you guys. I'm not saying any of these things are not necessarily important. Illeri, prior to this season, even before we close the transfer window, what was my goal for the season?
2 trophies.
Well,
The big ones.
we did 2 trophies.
The big ones, the big ones, the big ones. The
This
big
was
ones.
before we signed Eze. Like, we
Big
had
ones,
not
yeah.
even signed Eze. And I
I will not, I
said,
will not,
like,
I will not
Exactly.
call you a liar. I won't call you a liar,
if
don't worry.
so, that's my own question. If you're saying that before the season started, now what exactly has
What has
changed your
changed?
what has
why
changed
it's not like anything
your
has
mind?
changed?
Yes,
Nothing
now
has changed.
you just said that you're enjoying the process. Like, even if you don't
Yes,
win, you're still going to enjoy it.
see, this my
Painful.
expectation. My expectation is that we win the league or the Champions League.
Okay.
Now, what do I see as success of failure? When that time comes, we'll determine it. What's my expectation? Win the league or the Champions League. Success or
Okay.
failure, when the time
On
comes, we'll
both.
determine it.
Okay. Cool.
Understandable. Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, we're wrapping up, but if you have
I'll just say,
anything to add?
last season, I never expected us to be in the position to compete for Champions League to reach that semi-final because of the injury crisis we
Injuries.
went
I hear
through.
you, bro. I hear you.
And we were that close. We were just unfortunate in the semi-final. And when I said luck is part of what makes a team win something, yeah, I'm feeling like the luck might be coming to our side this time around because of how stacked our squad
Team
is.
is. Yeah.
Because
But
sometimes,
can you call that luck? Can you call that
It's not
luck?
luck
no,
now.
it's part of luck.
It's not luck.
It's making
Preparation
your luck.
means
It's making
opportunity.
your luck,
Opportunity,
bro.
yeah.
Preparation. We've
It's
already
making
prepared
your
for
luck.
this.
We are
And
preparing for
I don't know
yeah,
if you've watched Mikel Arteta's.
when it
Sorry,
comes.
yeah, go on,
Right?
bro.
Because, for example, now Liverpool slipping off 5 points early this season is like an opportunity for us. And so far, we've capitalized on that 5 point drop. So I think based on the squad depth you have right now, I think you have a chance. And I think the chance is way more clear than ever. Because this time around, it's not that we will start a run in January. The run has already started.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah.
Only
you don't have started.
because normally the runs already start in January. That's when it starts, January or February. Then you start winning some games, and then something happen. But this time around, looks like I think genuinely, it looks
The
like
run against started.
it feels a bit like 3 seasons ago when we came second, when we literally fumbled it. But this time around with a lot of squad depth, a lot of quality player, not just relying on Gabriel Jesus, Saka alone. Like even without them, the team can still play. Even right now, nobody even remember there's a Gabriel Jesus somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you.
the squad is quite different. That's my own perspective, and I feel like genuinely, yes, and that's why most people are saying, "Oh, Arsenal must win it." But we actually putting more pressure on them. Yes, pressure is part of the game, and they need to embrace it, literally. So I'm hoping, and literally, I feel like we're winning something, not just anything. especially either the Premier League or the Champions League, because it's obvious from when we were playing in Champions League, we were flawless. Like when I mean flawless, we were playing super good. Premier League has been good so far, except for that Liverpool game, which we were unlucky. So for me, that's it. And finger crossed, things go our way this season.
I think all of us on this call can agree with that last statement. We want things to go our way. Like
Yeah.
we all want to win. And honestly, me, my heart wants the Champions League and Premier League double, man. That's what I
Double,
want. The
uh,
double,
The
man.
big two.
The
big
big
two.
two, man. If
Yeah.
we're feeling greedy, we can just add the FA Cup to it
At
and
the
make it
FA
the
Cup,
treble.
yeah.
You know?
Don't mind us winning everything.
We're
I
feeling
don't mind
greedy.
it, but
Yeah.
I know Arsenal
But
can
one thing I want
never,
to say,
can never do that.
one thing I
We
want
can do
to
a double though. We can do a double.
like, you
Probably.
guys shouldn't get me wrong. All the point I'm trying to make is, I'm not trying to say I don't want us to see us win a trophy or something. Like, obviously that would be
I
stupid.
know, bro. We
But,
know.
like, the point I'm trying to just make you see is, like, if you watch every match with the expectation of, oh, this match affects if we win the trophy or not, you would not enjoy the game or see the game for what it is. At the end of the day, it's just going to be like a score count. Oh, plus 3 points.
We won.
I watch every game with the mindset that we should win that game. So
Yeah,
by
same.
accumulating those wins, we're getting to that point where we're saying at the end of this, we're trying to win this. Do you get it?
Exactly. Like, just focus on today's game. Our next opponent is, I think, Fulham, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
want to win against Fulham. Ignore the what winning, losing, drawing against Fulham is. After the game, okay, yes, the 3 points we are good. That's game by game. Take it game by game. Next game, next game, next game, next game, and then come May, we'll see where we're at. GG's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna do the build up before the Fulham game?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and that actually brings us to the end of this particular show, to be honest. So,
Nice.
thanks a lot for being here. And I know it's
Thanks
never
for-
easy to just come in front of the camera. So,
Thanks for
thanks a lot for
having
being
me.
here. Yunus as well. Thanks for being here. Do you guys have anything you want to say to the audience? Naya and Yunus, do you have anything you want to say to the audience?
No, I don't have anything I want to say. Is there anything that I'm meant to say?
No.
We're winning at least the Champions League and the league this season.
Yeah,
I like the optimism.
Yeah, come on.
I
KY, how about you?
I think for me, I feel like the part where I should have said that, I said a bit of it earlier. I feel like this the first time I told Eunice about it, he didn't even object. He was down. He was willing to just put everything down, join on the show, which I really appreciate. As for Pablo, we've tried to do this before, and he tried everything to make it work. He was awake at 1 a.m. UK time to be able to jump on the podcast at the time, but somehow it didn't happen and it didn't work out for all of us.
I'm really glad we could. I'm really glad you guys could get this perfect. Because I feel like this is perfect time. 8 p.m. You told me, I'm like, great, that's proper.
Nice.
Proper time. Yeah.
So like, I just want to say thank you to you guys for showing up and being part of this.
Thanks for having us. We all love this pod, so keep fighting for it.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here.
To our viewers, it's the usuals. Watch, like, comment. Guys, we need your comments. We need you to tell us the guys you want to see on the show again. We need you to give us like just opinions. We want to be able to come here and read the comments. So far, so good. We go through the comments and we've not really.
We don't have enough to go.
Like, there's not like just we want to be able to create a comments section for you guys.
Comment base.
Bombard us with comments.
Cool.
Share.
I'll repost, I'll share, I'll use my platform also to push,
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to build something, so yeah. Good one, guys. Good one, Coin. Good one on my side. Good one, Eunice.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Well, that actually comes to the end of our show. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thanks to our viewers. As I always say, listen to KY. Always listen to KY. Have a nice day, everyone.
All right, then. Cheers.
Cheers.